Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Nonstop Talking with your girl here, Vivian Liu. Yesterday I posted my December 2019 reading wrap up. That means today I am here with my December 2019 watching wrap up. Since December is Christmas, I had some time off of work and was able to watch a lot of things during this break. Let's see what the total is. I completed 9 seasons of different shows, even though 2 or 3 of them are more like mini series. Just because I finish a show this month doesn't actually mean I started this month. And I also watched 5 movies, one of them being a comedy special. Since it was December, I did indulge in a few holiday movies. One of the first ones I watched this month was Santa Girl, which came out in 2019 on Netflix. This movie did sadly make it to my most disappointing 2019 list, so I don't want to come on here and trash it again. Mainly, the Santa is really unjolly, the production was a little bit cheap, and I wasn't really rooting for the main relationship, which isn't good in a romance movie. However, like I said before, I do think it's a very commendable effort, and I think it was a terrific opportunity for aspiring college students, so I do want to give it props where props is due, and I kindly gave it a 2.8 out of 5. The second holiday movie I watched was A Christmas Prince 3, The Royal Baby. This also came out on Netflix in 2019. It's the third movie in, I guess, the A Christmas Prince series franchise. I don't know. I really enjoyed the first movie. I was slightly disappointed with the second, but I was highly anticipating the third. Queen Amber is pregnant. There is a missing peace treaty that needs to be re-signed, and I'm just gonna be really real and tell you that this movie had no stakes whatsoever. It's just a very chill holiday cheesy movie, and that's fine because I think I'm trash for A Christmas Prince now, and I'm looking forward to 2020 and seeing A Christmas Prince 4. Yeah, A Christmas Prince 4. I wonder what they're gonna do with that. Anyways, for A Christmas Prince 3, The Royal Baby, I gave it a 3.3 out of 5. The next movie I watched was White Christmas, which came out in 1954. This is, I believe, the oldest movie I watched in 2019, and it ended up making it onto my favorites list. I was really impressed by this movie. It's about 2 retired army buddies who go into singing. They meet a sister singing duo, and the 4 of them come together to put on a Christmas show performance to save an inn that's run by a former general who is met with financial difficulties. This movie made me so happy. I loved the singing, the dancing, the wardrobe and dresses, and I really enjoyed the plot. I think it had a really strong Christmas spirit. Obviously, I gave it a 5 out of 5. The last Christmas movie I watched in 2019 also came out in 2019 on Netflix, and it's Claus. I watched it on Christmas Day. In short, it's about a postman and a toy maker who join forces and create the origin story for Santa Claus. This was heartwarming and beautiful. I love the art, the story, the characters, and honestly it was just very touching, and I wasn't expecting to be so moved. It was fun, and there was just a very jolly holiday spirit along with the touching scenes, and I just think it was very well balanced, and just, I don't know, it was really good. I gave it a 5 out of 5, and honestly I watched this after I created my 2019 favorites list. If I watched it sooner, I don't know, I think it would have bumped something out. That's it for the holiday movies. In addition to those 4 holiday movies, I watched 1 comedy special on Netflix, and this came out in 2019 as well, and it's Ronnie Chen's Asian Comedians Destroys America. I've previously seen Ronnie Chen in The Daily Show with Trevor Noah and on Crazy Rich Asians, so I kind of know of him. I had no expectations watching this comedy special, but once I was done, I was like, wow, that was really funny. Like, and I hung out with a group of friends afterwards at night, and I like recommended this to my group of friends. I was like, you guys have to watch this. It's super hilarious, super relatable, and super relevant. Like, it's just all around really good. And I like stand-up that comes in full circle in the form of like the storytelling, and this one does that, and I was really impressed by it, and I just really enjoyed it, and I wasn't expecting to enjoy it as much as I did. Funnily, when I did first saw Ronnie Chang on The Daily Show, I also thought he had like a tone issue like his wife, but like on stage it's funny. Next we go into TV territory, and one of the things that I watched in December was Key and Peele season 5. It originally aired in 2015. Like I said previously, I used to watch clips of Key and Peele on YouTube, and recently I found out that everything is on Hulu, so I decided to watch it in its entirety. Season 5 is its last season, and I mentioned this in my watching awards for 2019, but Key and Peele is one of those things that I think could definitely make a comeback right now and be very successful, and everything that they do, like jokes and stuff like that, would be super trending all the time, and I think it'd be really fun if that could happen. So I enjoyed watching Key and Peele. The only thing I would say is that in the earlier seasons, they addressed a live audience. In the latter seasons, they like talk, I don't know if it's probably a fake car, but they like take a fake car ride. I actually liked it a lot better when they were like addressing a live audience. I think it was just funnier, and sometimes there was some like improvised stuff that worked really well. And yeah, if it was to ever come back, which I don't think is possible, I think they should go back to the original format of addressing a live audience. Sometimes when I am writing or editing or just on the computer, I play old TV shows in the background that I've seen before, just to have some noise. And one of the ones that I had playing in the background that I finished was Criminal Minds season 3. Its original run was in 2007 through 2008. If you don't know, this show is about a group of FBI agents who are tasked with the mission to catch criminals by understanding how their mind works, like by thinking like them, I suppose. But yeah, hence Criminal Minds. As I am filming this, Criminal Minds, the final season, is going to be airing tomorrow, and I'm like, it's bittersweet. I'm excited, but at the same time I'm scared, and I just hope that it's good. Been a long time fan of this show, and I feel like I've stuck around through so much, including the cast change, and I know that was a main thing as to why a lot of people left the show, but I'm still here, and I hope that the final season will deliver. The next things that I watch are still rewatches because I was editing a lot in December, and one of them is Lie to Me season 3. I won't go into too much detail here because I do have a show thoughts for this, but season 3 originally ran from 2010 to 2011. The show is about a deception expert. Oh my god, I really can't speak today. And yeah, so it's about like a guy who can tell if you're lying or not, and he is like, he consults on crimes and stuff. I've said this before, but Lie to Me is one of my favorite shows that got like randomly canceled, and I'm always gonna be sad about it because season 3 is not good. Season 3 is not good because like it just gets randomly cut. Like there's no ending, there's no farewell, it's just and that's why it's so disappointing, because I do love the first 2 seasons, but overall, like, it is on my list of like canceled shows that I love. The last thing that I rewatched in 2019 is Rick and Morty season 2. Its original run was in 2015. I know that Rick and Morty season 4 is currently coming out right now. I don't plan on watching it until it's all out on Hulu, so I've just been slowly rewatching the previous seasons, and obviously honestly. I got to the point where I finished season 2. I love this show. It made it onto my favorites of 2019 even though it was a rewatch, and I originally gave this a 5 out of 5 the first time I saw it, and the rating still stands. Now we are going to move away from rewatches, and let me tell you, I really like crime procedure, crime solving types of shows, and I was like, I should really like move away from rewatching and just like starting a new one. And Hulu keeps recommending me Numbers every time I'm like rewatching like Bones or whatnot, so I decided to give Numbers a chance. And I actually watched seasons 1, 2, and 3, and the airtime for seasons 1, 2, and 3 is during 2005 to 2007, and I actually really like the show. It's not like the best thing I've ever seen, but I think it's a really solid show. It's set in LA, filmed in LA, and it really gives off that LA vibe. A lot of the episodes are still really relevant today, the crime and the stuff that's happening. So I think it's pretty good. It's a decent watch, and I feel like it's been getting better because I gave the first season a 3, the second season a 3.5, and the third season a 3.8. I will have to say that I might think season 3 is probably going to be my favorite at this moment in time, because season 4 there were some things that happened that I'm not too happy about. But overall, like, if you're like me and you just love binge watching crime shows, like, Numbers is pretty solid. Next, Netflix came out with Outlander season 3. The original run year was 2017. I loved the first season. I was slightly disappointed by the second season, and I don't know how it happened, but season 3 came back and just really impressed me. So it's adapted from Diana Gabaldon's best-selling book series. Outlander is about a time-traveling English nurse from 1945. She gets like transported to Scotland, when was it, 1743, and then gets involved in this crazy love triangle. So with season 3, I just couldn't stop watching. I really enjoyed the time period that they were in, and I really liked the new characters that were added, and some characters got aged up, and I think it was very well done. I don't know, I think just the show, like, if you want to just ship people because they just have amazing, like, sizzling chemistry, like, the romance between Jamie and Claire is just so good. Like, their love is just so believable, and it's just such an intense love, and it's their love that literally carries the show. Season 3 actually ended up making it onto my best of 2019's list, so I mean, Sam Heughan is very swoon-worthy. Looking at this now, I realized that December was definitely a quality watching month. Like, I watched a lot of things that ended up being on my best list, shockingly, and wow, nice, December. The last thing that I watched this month is The Movies That Made Us, which is a short docuseries released on Netflix in 2019. It's a spin-off of The Toys That Made Us, which has 3 seasons now, and honestly, I really liked The Toys That Made Us. I thought it was fun and informative, and I enjoy watching documentaries, and they're just so quick and easy to breeze through. So I really was looking forward to The Movies That Made Us, and it really didn't disappoint. I enjoyed it just as much. It delivered on the fun, it delivered on the information, and the movies that they discussed was, I think, Home Alone, Ghostbusters, Dirty Dancing, and what is the last one? Die Hard. So yeah, very popular movies, and it was just very cool to see, like, the, I guess, behind the scenes and just history of, you know, these movies. That's it. That's all the things that I watched in December 2019. So it's time to end my first watching wrap up, and with that is outro time. Like, comment, subscribe. See you in my next video, whenever that is. Bye. It's Ronnie Chen's Asian American. Asians, not Asian American. Obviously, I'm